Okay, I'm kind of confused. So we're supposed to use a spoon in our video, but I don't have a wooden spoon, so I have a wooden skewer, and so two of them make up, right? Or am I supposed to have sea salt? And I don't have Morton's salt, table salt. I have sea salt, flaky. What am I supposed to use?
So apparently we're talking about getting beat as kids, the parents. Now, me, I seem to never get in trouble. Actually, I should have gotten in trouble for about 90% more of what I got in trouble for. My mom and dad did not know anything, basically, that we were doing during the day. We would disappear in the morning and come back at night. So, when we did get in trouble, I would always get thrown anything that was in my mother's arm reach. If she grabbed it, she could throw it at us. Usually it was ashtrays, and usually they were full. So of course then you would get in trouble again because you made her make a mess, which didn't make sense because then I would get in trouble for that. Then if that ashtray broke, then you got in trouble for that. So yeah, you got tripled in trouble. My father seemed to use his hands. His hands was made of steel. Nothing hurt his hands at all. So his hands, of course, were faster than his belt, and that's what you got whipped with. He was also very fast on his feet, so if you tried to run away, he would come after you. He would not have an issue, one, about racing after you and then really getting you. Now, my 10 stepfathers, and sadly I'm not joking, they used various forms from throwing things to beating us with RC racetracks, books, belts, ashtrays would be thrown, glasses, it didn't matter. I mean, everything was a weapon to them, everything. Even the phone receiver at one point. Yeah, that was memories I didn't want to bring back. Anyways, the one time that I do remember getting beat was for my stepfather Earl. My stepfather Earl was a jackass. My mother, again, never said no, so when we did anything, we didn't even ask. We just did it and then hoped we didn't get that much in trouble. So I told my neighbors that I would babysit their kids for them. Well, of course, my stepfather was like, no, you're not. Well, I apparently didn't listen to him. And I went down to the neighbor's house to go babysit the kids. Within a few minutes, I heard the screaming coming up the walkway, and I went outside. And there's my sister right next to Earl. He beat me down the stairs. I ran home. I knew I had seconds to recover. I raced around my room trying to find a book that would fit the same size as my ass. I put the book in my pants, and he came downstairs with a vengeance, and he was going to beat my ass, and he did. He probably did it for a good 4 or 5 minutes, and I'm not really joking about this, because I sat there and watched the clock, because it didn't hurt. And of course, at first I wasn't screaming, and then he would get mad because I wasn't screaming and crying, so he would beat me even more and faster. So I figured to end this thing that he was doing, I decided to fake cry and fake scream. And the more I screamed, the more he seemed like he was getting a kick out of it. Well, I looked up during my fake crying, and there's my sister, giggling. So I knew the little bitch snitched on me, but whatever. Also, I actually forgot, after my stepfather left the room, my sister comes running back in and says, I know you had that in your pants. So she started looking, and then of course I joined in and tried to find this book that was in my underpants. She never did find it. Neither did I. But yeah, that was my one main time that I remember of getting my ass kicked. Otherwise, we really didn't do anything. I mean, we set off smoke bombs and they just yelled at us for the most part. TP'd my neighbor's house. We never really got in trouble for anything. Good times. I don't think it really worked on me because it never stopped me from doing what I did wrong. Like, I would get my ass beat for staying out too late, and then I would do it exactly the next day, so didn't work. Anyways, guys, till tomorrow. Bye.